Good day, my beloved out there, my wonderful and sweet viewers, and that really love me. I love you too. This is Reverend Evangelist Pere. Today I want to talk about medicals. There has been this request out there that I talk so much about the Word of God, and they know that I do these medicals, and they want to see me talk about my medicals extensively. And so here am I today. I'm out here to tell you certain things that you need to know. Now here, this is one of my latest products. I call it neutralizer. This here is like a general healing product. Why did I say so? Somebody has cancer, you take it, it's going to neutralize it. You have unnecessary weight in you, you're going to neutralize it. I wrote out here many ailments that I'm handling out here. Let me read them out to you. I have a product for nerve relaxer. Your nerves are too tough, your nerves are too bad. You understand me? I have what it takes. I have the product that can relax you. I have cancer teas, different levels of cancer. I have skincare soap and skincare tea, skincare cream, skincare oil. I have for pile. I have sperm count. I have for fibroid treatment, liver, heart enlargements. When the liver is enlarged and they want to operate, there's no need for operation. The heart is enlarged, there's no need for operation. There are some medications you take in the herbal world that you just pee out the excess in your system. There is growth or tumor in any part of the body. There are products that you take that washes them out of your system. And that is where I have a neutralizer. This is the neutralizer. This neutralizer does a lot of those kind of things. Get into your system and neutralizes every negative force that is disturbing your stomach, your chest, your throat, your lungs, your liver, whatever. I have had people that have prostate cancer that I gave and they shared their testimony. Stomach problem, like the last time I came, I had ministrations like this. 2 people who had stomach problems, and because that was the festive period, they ate a lot of things that they needed, and they had problems with their stomach. I gave it to them, and it silenced it within 10 minutes. It's over. You have a congestion, you have a constipation, you have a fibroid, you have any kind of growth anywhere in the body, any kind of weight, unnecessary weight in the system that makes the body uncomfortable, it works for it. And then I have sperm count. I have a product for sperm count. I have a product for ulcer. I think this is ulcer product. When you have this ulcer, there is always a product that I call wellness. Every ailment has wellness tea. This is wellness tea, but this is general wellness tea. But wellness tea is made according to the ailment. Every ailment has its own wellness tea. So this is a general wellness tea for somebody that is down. You cannot move your hands, you're very tired, you're weak. You take wellness tea, it boosts up your strength. And that is where this comes from, manpower. This manpower, it's always in the package of wellness tea. Manpower is to boost the strength of a man, especially those with low libido, those with low sperm count, those you cannot perform for long, and for people that are sick, very, very weak and down. This product goes into every wellness tea that I package. Now, I have diabetes. For diabetes, I think I have product for diabetes. I have product for high blood pressure. I have product for throat issues. From the throat, and all of these are controlled from the brain anyway. We'll talk about throat issues, to the nose, nasal issues, and like that. I have products for them. I have a product for arthritis. when we have pains, unnecessary pains at different levels. And then I have bone mending. Bone mending, I think I have it. Let me see. Yeah. This is bone mending leaf. This is bone mending oil. Now, I can't bring all my products, but I can show you some. Now, this leaf that you're looking at, first and foremost, when there are bone issues, dislocation and fracture, no matter the distance, there will be somebody, a physiotherapist, that will be able to adjust the bone to the proper shape. And then you use this first, which is the relaxing lotion. This is relaxing lotion. This relaxing lotion is what you use first to massage the place, try to straighten the place, and then use this oil. Take a cotton wool that can go around the place, and then whether knee or wrist or ankle, wherever, or your waist or your spine or your backbone. But I'm going to tell you how you go about backbone, because if it is backbone, I get to show you the video on what you do. Somebody has to put pressure on your backbone to align it properly, because every disc has to be fitted into each other properly like this. And then if there is any shifting, there are potholes on your vertebral columns down to your spine, right from your waist bone. Somebody must go there, take this oil and put on that straight line, and then you use your palm here and put pressure up. If they are bent, you use your knuckles to adjust into shape. I have the video. If anybody demand for it, I'm going to send you the video. You align in proper shape, and then put this oil on, and then cut a cotton wool that will go straight on the backbone, right from the neck down. Put this oil faintly on top of the cotton wool and put on that place and plaster. Grip it there, let it be there for minimum of 48 hours, 2 days. Thereafter you remove it. And then thereafter you put this oil, which is the mending oil. Instead of using the relaxing lotion, you put this mending oil on that cotton wool, and then you plaster it. It's going to do noble. Then thereafter, if you have major bone issues, that is when you now need this. Now you take the bone leaf there. It's in powdered form. It has been blended. So you now take, like, depending on the place, the size of the place you want to work on. You take like a full tablespoon. If it is a little big, you take 2 tablespoons. Put very little hot water, very little, to make it into paste. And then you add this relaxing oil. Make it into paste. Put it on the surface of that place that is dislocated. After massaging, just put it there. Put it on that surface properly. Put a cotton wool to wrap on it. Make sure that this oil is there, because it penetrates to adjust. Now I want to tell you something quickly. My granddaughter, when she was 3.5 years, she broke her thigh close to the head of the femur. She broke it. And these were the 2 things I used to mend the bone. I did not use anything. These were the 2. Alternately, I used this once, I used this twice. I used this once, I used this twice. Now she's 7 years. You cannot know she had fracture before. You can never know she had fracture before. So these 2 were what I used to mend the bone of my granddaughter. And I just took her for x-ray to know the exact spot that was fractured. And then I used this. I adjusted the bone by massaging. I know she was in pain. And then I was giving her arthritis tea here. I think. This is arthritis tea. Here. I added the arthritis tea to the wellness tea. And I made it into tea form. I was giving her little by little according to her age. I added milk anyway. I added milk and tea and sugar for it to be tasty for her. And that was our medication. And then I was using this and this. And that was how the bone was mended. What was I doing at the exact spot that the X-ray showed me that was fractured? I took a cotton wool that would go around it, and I sprayed this slightly, faintly on top of the cotton wool, wrap that place, and I bandage. I bandage. After that, I use the mending lotion because my grandbaby is a cast, and so her body was very tender. But then these were the two things I used, and the bone was mended. Up till now, she jumps up and down. You can't know she ever had fracture, and that's why, because I was talking about arthritis, and that's what brought about that topic. Now I'm getting to this is this is diabetes, T for diabetes. This is T for BP. Now this is white T for BP, hypertension, high blood pressure. Now I have ordinary T for high blood pressure, but I brought this today for high blood pressure. Then I think this is for arthritis too. This is for arthritis too. Now, as I go down, I've talked about bone mending, I've talked about wellness. Now, talking about stroke. This is stroke T. This is stroke T. Every stroke ailment comes from the brain. Neurologist knows that if they want to check somebody that has any neuro issue, they go to the backbone. That's where the message goes from that place into the brain and back to the body. So now, inside of this tea, we have medication that has to do with the brain. This is stroke tea, and every stroke patient has this. And I want to explain something. Almost all stroke patients have orthopedic issue. I don't know why. It is either this arm is out of the shoulder totally. You see it falling off. And it's completely separated, or the wrist is separated, or here is separated, or the knee or the hip bone completely separated, or the ankle. 95% of stroke patients, in my experience. And so while we are treating the stroke can make them to have slow speech, or they lose their memory. They cannot coordinate themselves. They could be bringing out saliva. They could be peeing on themselves, pooing on themselves. Pooing on themselves. They could be that bad. They become little children, whatever the age they are. So we give them stroke tea, which has components of the brain. And then we must give them, it's my work, I give arthritis tea. That has to do with bones. And then any unnecessary fluid in between the bone and the cartilage will be flushed out. Then I give them wellness tea. I take this is strength booster. For every stroke patient or those who are really down, I add the strength booster into the wellness tea. So I give them wellness tea. I give them stroke tea. I give them relaxing lotion, which we use to massage, and bone mending to work on that place that has bone issues. And then I give neutralizer to anything that needs to be detoxified from the system. Then I have prostate. We'll talk about prostate. I don't know if I have prostate pack in here. Okay. This is cancer, prostate cancer. This is okay. When we come to prostate, I give this, and I give the prostate tea. You understand? And I give wellness tea to every prostate patient. When we have kidney issues, this is for kidney. This is kidney tea, kidney morning tea. I give this for kidney. I give neutralizer for kidney. I give wellness tea for kidney. Different levels. Then I'm trying to rush now. Then this is what I call the relaxing lotion, and I call this mending lotion. Then I talk about sickle cell. When people have a sickle cell, I give them products. That right now there's no sickle cell tea here, but on request I make sickle cell tea. I give to them. I give them wellness tea. I give them strengthener and blood medication, natural multivitamin, and that boosts the red blood corpuscles, give the blood strength so that she will have less of attacks. And I still give arthritis tea to sickle sellers. And then to slimming, I have slimming tea. Then cough and asthma, I have cough and asthma tea. Hernia, I have treatment for hernia. And then I have, some people make requests for enlargement. Here, this is enlargement. What is enlargement tea? To men that have they have their penis very tiny, little. They want it increased. This is the tea. It's amazing what God can do. Then fertility, those that have blocked tubes, blocked cervix, those that have a growth in their uterus, we have medication for them. I don't know, then we'll talk about sperm count. This is sperm count. This is for sperm count for men. For women, we have anything. Every woman that has an infertility problem, we give this. Then we give this relaxing. There is drinkable one of it. They have it, the one that they can drink. This is not drinkable, but we have a drinkable one of it. They drink it. We give them fibroid tea. I don't think it's here, but I have it in the office. As I could not carry everything, we still give them. There's wellness tea for those who have fibroid. And then gallbladder issues. We have tea for gallbladder. For gallbladder, we give neutralizer. We give morning tea for gallbladder. We give wellness tea for gallbladder. And everything is neutralized. Ear pain. Anybody who has ear pain, that's being controlled from inside of the brain, we have brain tea. We have products for the ear. We have products for the nose. We have products for the brain that we give. Then blood builder. We have blood builder too. Or we have intestine blockage. Those who have intestine blockage, we give this. And we still give other we have any kind of growth in the intestine. We give this neutralizer. We still have their morning tea. We have the wellness tea. For a woman, we have this relaxing, but we have it drinkable oil. It goes to somebody that does not. You'll be amazed. How can an oil neutralize? My drinkable oil neutralizes anything that's called growth in the system, but for a woman. For men, we have what we give them, which is different. And then we have those who are stooling excessively. There was a man that the son was stooling excessively. It doesn't have any breakage. It was just stooling on. It could stool for 10 times a day. And such people abroad, they go about stooling sac, just as they go about with a catheter of a urine sac. We have what we give, and the person will urinate normally. When they bring people with such sacs to my clinic, 2 weeks, I give them their product, and the morning tea, night tea, and whatever. The urine sac or stooling sac will be disposed by the 3rd week. The Lord God has been very, very faithful. We have gum issues. I cannot finish telling you what the Lord is doing in my clinic. I really cannot finish. We have a toothache, we have gum issue, we have slimming tea, we have let me see what's here. We have eye tea. This is eye tea. Then we have we talked about this. This is VS therapy. VS therapy is in 2 forms. Now I'm going to explain quickly. We still have organ tea. Organ tea, like the organs in the body, different parts of organs. Well, there are male organs, there are feminine organs, and there are organs like the kidney, the liver, and stuff like that, pending on the complaint of the patient. So we produce organ tea according to the complaint of that patient. Now, somebody, not 1, not 2, not 3, came. Somebody just got healed. She came from UK, and she had issues with her organs. She could not eat. She will cough and cough and cough. You cannot even touch her ear. Right from her brain, everything was wrong with her. She could not eat. And she would cough and vomit, cough and vomit. Well, I gave her this. I gave her drinkable oil. I gave her organ tea. I gave her wellness tea. Now, then I gave her this relaxing oil. This relaxing oil, she will just put little in the cotton wool and keep just at the tip of the ear. And she will rub here and rub her face. And she was coming for physio. I massage the skull, working on the brain from the muscles and nerves that controls the brain, on the face and the neck, down to the arm. And I will give her general body massaging. After that, the very first thing she was looking at me, she said, I don't understand what's going on. 2 weeks, she told me, I'm eating pounded yam with vegetable. I don't know what's the magic in there, but I just know that I cannot eat because I gave her organ tea. Her liver was enlarged and her stomach was blocked. I gave her what it takes. And then she did not stool too much, but certain lumps, certain issues were settled in her system. And she began to eat well. As I speak, she's preparing to go back to UK because she's more than 70% better than she came. Now, I was actually talking about BS therapy. Now, in Africa here, there's something that our parents taught us when we were younger. When we have malaria was very rampant. When we have malaria, they will bring a therapy, herbs put together, and they will boil. After boiling, the heat, they put it down for us. We sit down, and they cover us with it. And the sweating, we sweat out the malaria. But before that, they will separate it, share out a content that we will drink, and then another content that you cover yourself with. The heat that comes out from you, excreting the malaria from your sweat, and then you take the drinkable one. Before we say Jack, you are better. Now this therapy works something similar to that, but you are not going to cover yourself like a heat. This is what it does. I've used this severally, but I use it mostly for those who are really, really dying. They are really, really down, really, really down. They can't lift their arms or legs, and they are very, very sick. This is what we do. We just take a handful of BS therapy, boil in water. But I read scriptures into it. Then especially if I sense that this ailment is not just medical, it's more of spiritual. I read scriptures of healing inside of the boiled therapy, and then the person will bathe with it, and the person will bathe with it for like 9 times, and the ailment will just give way. And then that is the bathing one. We have the one which is the drinkable one, BS therapy, that we drink. This is bone leaf. Okay. This is for kidney. But we have BS therapy that we drink like this. We just take a tablespoonful and boil and drink. If the person is down, really down. A son of mine asked for this BS therapy in America. When I say son of mine, the person could be 70, the person could be 68, the person could be 65. I have plenty of sons out there like that. And then this is what I sent to him. He asked me, can I drink it? I said, yes, it's drinkable. Then when he was done with the normal therapy, he now said, he made a tea out of it, put in his flask and take to the office. And he was drinking. But after taking this BS therapy, something happened. That all the pains and aches that he was feeling in his system just disappeared. Then he asked me, what's the component? That's fantastic. He said, mine is finished. I'm going to my friend. He has not finished his own. I'm going to take from him to continue. And I'm going to order for another one. But this relaxing lotion, somebody had it. I just sent him very little. He said, if I have a very little pain, I put it there, it's gone. I have toothache, I put it there, it's gone. Earache, I put it there, it's gone. Nasal ache, I put it there, it's gone. What's in this oil? It's magic oil. I said, no, it's herbal oil. Now, I want to tell you, you have infection. What kind of infection? Every infection must have this. I told this one is a general cure. must have this. Then we have morning tea for them, we have night tea for them. And there are some medications that work only in gin. I'm a pastor, I don't like taking gin, but some herbs does not ever work in water. It's only in gin. How do we do it? We soak all the herbs in gin, London dry gin, or any kind of gin that is good enough. We put all the herbs inside of it to extract the strength from it. It now becomes a syrup. And then for those who have infertility cases, those who have low libido, those who have low sperm count, or those who have if you observe in the Bible, when the Good Samaritan, when one man was beaten to a pulp and didn't have even any strength to move, the Good Samaritan came and put little drop of alcohol in his mouth to make him pick his strength. So some of these products working on infection work only in gin, and some work in tea, some work in this, and some work in just different other forms. And we package them in different forms. But I cannot finish telling you everything that I produce at a go. But then this far I've been able to talk about a lot of things for you to understand that. And one thing I don't want to forget about is kneecap operation. I don't operate any kneecap. It is displaced, it is broken. What I use this first. I massage and adjust the kneecap to position, and I tie it with this. I bandage it with this. I take a cotton wool to the measurement, put this faintly on it, which is the relaxing lotion, and I bandage it for 2 days. The third day I remove it, it takes it back, and I use the mending lotion to bind it. After that, I take the bone mending herbs and I tie it. No matter what is wrong there, because I know that God has opened my eyes to see, He's taking me to the heavenlies, and I have seen where human beings have spare parts kept in heaven. Then I didn't know I'm going to be doing this kind of work, but He was just taking me on a journey on the heavenlies, and He was showing me a lot of things, and He took me to the creative room, and I said, why? Nose, why? He said, I am God, you are humans, you have bicycles, you have spare parts. You have radio, you have spare parts. You have television, you have spare parts. It would be stupid of me, your heavenly Father, to have created you without spare parts. Meaning, if one part is damaged, you can call forth the damaged part from heaven. And that is where deliverance prayer comes in. I have never seen that thing that is impossible with God. You only need to be on a very good relationship with God, and then He will come into your case and set you free. I can't finish talking about all the ailments, but this far I think I want to take a break till I see you next time. God bless you.